All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Meenakshi Sant. The headlines. Election Commission asks political parties not to display photographs of defence personnel in election campaigns. Prime Minister slams previous Congress government for its handling of Mumbai terror attack in 2008. NIA summons Hurriyat Conference leader Mirwaiz Umar Farooq for questioning in Delhi in a terror funding case. Centre approves 2 corridors of Surat Metro project at an estimated cost of 12,000 crore rupees. More than 60 Taliban terrorists killed in Afghanistan in special operations and airstrikes across the country. And in cricket, India and Australia to play their 4th ODI of 5-match series in Mohali today. The Election Commission has asked political parties to advise their candidates and leaders not to display photographs of defence personnel in advertisements as part of their election campaign. The poll panel has written to the presidents of all parties in this regard. In its letter, the Commission said it has been brought to the notice that some political parties are using photographs of defence personnel as part of their political campaign. The Commission cited its 2013 advisory in which it said that the armed forces are apolitical and natural stakeholders in a modern democracy. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has slammed the previous Congress government for its handling of terror attacks like the one in Mumbai in 2008. He was addressing a public meeting after inaugurating several development projects at Greater Noida in Uttar Pradesh. Mr. Modi said the country can never forget the 26/11 attack, adding that India should have responded then and the whole world would have supported it.
भारत कभी नहीं भूल सकता कि 26/11/2008 को मुंबई में पाकिस्तान से आए आतंकियों ने आतंकी हमला किया था। उस समय कुछ करने की जरूरत थी कि नहीं थी? दुनिया हमारे साथ खड़ी हो जाती कि नहीं हो जाती? लेकिन इसके लिए दम चाहिए दोस्त। सारे सबूत पाकिस्तान में बैठे आतंकियों के प्रूफ मिल रहे थे, लेकिन भारत ने क्या किया? पाकिस्तान को कैसे जवाब दिया? खबरें तो ये भी है, उस समय भी हमारी सेना, हमारी वायुसेना, हमारी नौसेना बदला लेने के तैयार थी.
The Prime Minister said, now India works on new methods and policies to deal with terrorism. He said, after the 2016 Uri terror attack, the country for the first time taught terrorists a lesson in a language they understand by way of surgical strikes. The Prime Minister also hit out at the opposition for insisting on evidence of the airstrike by the Indian Air Force on Jaish-e-Mohammed terror camps at Balakot in Pakistan. Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh has said Pakistan would have to pay a huge price if it continued to promote terrorism. Addressing BJP's Shakti Kendra Office Bearers Convention at Mangaluru in Karnataka, Mr. Singh said India will not provoke anyone and at the same time will not spare anyone if provoked. He said no force in the country could deter the BJP from its fight against terrorism. The National Investigation Agency, NIA, has summoned Hurriyat Conference leader Mirwaiz Umar Farooq for questioning in Delhi in a terror funding case. Naseem Gilani, son of the separatist leader Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani, has also been summoned. Officials said in Srinagar they have been asked to appear at the NIA headquarters tomorrow. The NIA had last month carried out searches at the premises of separatist leaders, including the Mirwaiz, in connection with the case relating to financing of terrorist and separatist groups in Jammu and Kashmir. The Centre has approved 2 corridors of the Surat Metro project to be executed at an estimated cost of around 12,000 crore rupees. The Housing and Urban Affairs Ministry said in a statement that the project will be implemented by the Surat Metro Rail Corporation and it will be completed in 5 years. Our correspondent reports that the length of the first corridor, Sarthana to Dream City line, will be 21.61 kilometers and the second, Bhesan to Saroli, will be 18.74 kilometers.
project will provide continuous availability of affordable, reliable, safe, secure and seamless transport system in the urban population of the city. It will also reduce the accident, pollution, travel time and energy consumption, antisocial incidents as well as regulate urban expansion and land use of sustainable development. The metro will provide eco-friendly and sustainable public transport to residents, commuters, visitors and travelers. Sarita Dalal, Akashvani News, Ahmedabad.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. In Afghanistan, over 60 Taliban terrorists have been killed in special operations and airstrikes by the forces across the country in the last 24 hours. According to local media reports, the operations were conducted in the provinces of Lagar, Wardak, Helmand, Uruzgan and Paktika. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has called upon the Indian diaspora to become a part of the country's development journey. Addressing the Indian community at San Jose in Costa Rica this morning, Mr. Naidu said India is rapidly emerging as an important center of global investment and Indians overseas should grab the opportunity to contribute to the nation's development. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will attend the 50th Raising Day ceremony of the Central Industrial Security Forces CISF at Ghaziabad in Uttar Pradesh today. Our correspondent reports that Mr. Modi will also address the CISF personnel on the occasion.
The CISF was raised in 1969 and has about 1,56,000 personnel in its ranks. They provide security to 345 vital installations including airports, seaports, nuclear and space installations, Delhi Metro and different steel and power plants. In the event organized at the 5th Battalion camp at Indirapuram in Ghaziabad, Prime Minister will lay wreath at the Martyrs Memorial. He will also review the parade of the CISF and will present the Police and Fire Service Medal for distinguished and meritorious services. Kushwats, AIR News, Delhi.
In cricket, the penultimate one-day international of the 5-match series between India and Australia will be played in Mohali today. The match will begin at 1:30 p.m. A report.
After being handed a reality check in the last ODI on Friday, the men in blue will be aiming to bounce back with a win today and take an unassailable lead in the series. Virat Kohli and company had won the first 2 ODIs before Australia secured a morale-boosting win to stay alive in the series. Team India will have to up the ante today, as a defeat will give the Aussies momentum in the final game, while a win will give Kohli and his boys a big boost in confidence, especially as this is the final tournament before the World Cup, which begins in London in May. Sabi Hassan Khan, AIR News.
And now, for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Saira Mushtaba.
Thank you, Meenakshi. All major newspapers today have prominently reported with photographs about Nirav Modi being found in London. The Mail today reports, Nirav in UK, India turns on the heat. The Statesman says, India taking steps for Nirav extradition, says MEA. The Indian Express adds, 8 million flat, a new diamond business, UK insurance number for Nirav, says a report. The statements by the Prime Minister and the External Affairs Ministry spokesperson against Pakistan-sponsored terrorism have also been highlighted by most newspapers. New Pak must show new action, says India, reports the Hindustan Times. The Asian Age quotes the Prime Minister, India now works on Nai Niti against terror. The Times of India also quotes the PM, Pakistan braced for land strikes, we surprised it with air raid. The Sunday Statesman reports on its front page, Rajnath talks of 3 cross-border strikes in past 5 years, but evasive on the third. The Sunday Tribune informs on its front page, NIA summons Hurriyat chairman and Gilani's son in terror funding case, called to Delhi on March 11. The Hindustan Times reports on its front page that the Election Commission has prohibited political parties from using photos of defence personnel in their campaign ads. Don't use military photos in your campaign material, says Election Commission to parties. The Asian Age quotes Sindhya, Congress to fight alone in Uttar Pradesh. The Sunday Tribune reports that the Ministry of Defence spokesperson on Saturday has said that a soldier on leave in Budgam district who was reportedly abducted on Friday was safe and that media reports were incorrect. And finally, the Times of India reports that the National Green Tribunal terms Aravali land deemed forest. And with that, it's back to you, Meenakshi.
Thank you, Saira. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Election Commission asks political parties not to display photographs of defence personnel in election campaign. Prime Minister slams previous Congress government for its handling of Mumbai terror attack in 2008. NIA summons Hurriyat Conference leader Mirwaiz Umar Farooq for questioning in Delhi in a terror funding case. Centre approves 2 corridors of Surat Metro project at an estimated cost of 12,000 crore rupees. More than 60 Taliban terrorists killed in Afghanistan in special operations and airstrikes across the country. And in cricket, India and Australia to play their 4th ODI of 5-match series in Mohali today. With that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.